people who read the poem out loud may not die, but they can experience permanent voice loss, one sure path to Avicii, the eternal hell. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Hi everyone, it's Jessica, and today I'm gonna read you Tomino's Hell, the famous cursed Japanese poem that's supposed to curse and even injure whoever dares to read it. I told myself, how much worse can life go? The universe now is like,
is this a challenge?
And in order to spice things up, I have a torch that usually ghost hunters use in order to communicate with spirits. So if I manage to summon Tomino's spirit, maybe it will make itself known by using this torch. I'm gonna place it here so that you can see it. So if you see something like this, pray for me.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Tomino's Hell was written in 1919 by Sayo Yaso. Hopefully I'm not screwing up the name too much. And the poem narrates the story of the main character, Tomino, going through a symbolic hell. Is this symbolic? I don't know, but it's hell. We don't really know where and when the urban legend started, but what we know is that in 1974, a filmmaker called Shuhei Terayama died after directing a movie that was based on the poem. But of course, that is not the only thing that happened. In fact, according to rumors, a young boy named Taro was once bullied by his classmates, who challenged him to read the poem out loud. So he read the poem and nothing happened. But on his walk home from school, he was struck by a truck. He was struck by a vehicle because the driver fell asleep and Taro died. So the general belief, rumor, truth, I don't know, around this story is that people who read the poem out loud may not die, but they can experience bad things, bad luck, car accidents, sudden illnesses, permanent voice loss, or they keep feeling an evil presence around. Let's keep going. But there's another version of the story. According to a legend, Tomino is not only the main character of the poem, but it's actually the person behind the poem, the person who wrote it. According to this story, Tomino was a young boy or girl who wrote the poem. Then one day their parents found out about the poem and they did not like it. They locked Tomino up in a cellar without any food, and Tomino eventually died from bronchitis because of the cold and the humidity of the cellar. It's said that Tomino's spirit is imprinted in the words of the poem, and whoever reads the poem evokes the spirit of Tomino that's angry and wants to take his or her anger out on the person who read the poem. Great! But before we dive into the poem, I just wanted to share with you my thoughts. So I believe in manifestation and the law of attraction and all of these things. So I think that if you believe that this poem is cursed, and if you believe that whenever you read the poem, bad things happen to you, bad things will happen to you. Do I think that the poem is cursed? And this leads us to the second point. My second thought is that I believe in egregores, so this is kind of the same thing. If lots of people think that this poem is cursed and put their negative energy into it, maybe this poem becomes cursed even if it wasn't cursed to begin with. Or maybe a third and final thought is that this poem is actually cursed because the person who wrote the poem put a spell on it and now it's cursed and okay, let's read it. Elder sister vomits blood, younger sisters breathing fire, while sweet little Tomino just spits up the jewels. All alone does Tomino go, falling into that hell, a hell of utter darkness without even flowers. Is Tomino's big sister the one who whips him? The purpose of the scourging hangs dark in his mind, lashing and thrashing him, but never quite shattering. One sure path to Avicii, the eternal hell. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Into the blackest of hells, guide him now, I pray, to the golden sheep, to the nightingale. How much did he put in that leather pouch to prepare for his trek to the eternal hell? Spring is coming to the valley, to the wood, to the spiraling chasms of the blackest hell. The nightingale in her cage, the sheep aboard the wagon, and tears well up in the eyes of sweet little Tomino. Seeing, O nightingale, in the vast misty forest, he screams he only misses his little sister. His wailing desperation echoes throughout hell. A fox peony opens its golden petals. Down past the 7 mountains and 7 rivers of hell, the solitary journey of sweet little Tomino. If in this hell they be found, may they then come to me, please, those sharp spikes of punishment from Needle Mountain. Not just one empty whim. My life flew out of my body.
Okay.
So let's go on. Not just on some empty whim is flesh pierced with blood-red pins. They serve as hellish signposts for sweet little Tomino. So that was it for this video. If you're curious to know if something will happen to me, please subscribe to this channel and or follow me on Instagram. And if I post something here or on Instagram, it means I'm still alive. If not, it means I think I'm not alive anymore. It was good till it lasted. Was it good? I don't know. Never mind.